Hey skiers, it's Bob with Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Got a K2 Poacher for you today. Really fun, really versatile twin tip. Kind of blurs that line between park and freeride with that all mountain flair to it as well. So we've really kind of liked these mid to upper 90s twin tips for quite some time here. And this one is one of the more durable and rugged of the bunch for sure. You know, it definitely hasn't changed a whole lot in a few years. We do get a graphic update, but still that same kind of rough construction that is going to hold up to some serious use. Poacher's been around for quite some time, but really kind of hit its stride ever since we've seen upper level athletes like Colby Stevenson start to win some big time events, Olympics, X Games, stuff like that. Kind of put these mid-90s twin tips on the map and made a lot of freestyle skiers think that, you know, there's something to having this wider platform underfoot from a competition standpoint. So whether you're looking for something that's more general use or something that's competition specific for terrain park and slopestyle applications, Poacher's got you covered for sure. We do get that burlier core, fir and aspen in the wood core, so nice balance of kind of smoothness and agility in the aspen, and then more density in that fir that's going to give the ski a little bit of extra weight but also more stability. So with that weight you're going to get that kind of stronger feel to it that helps take off, landings, big jumps, higher speeds, stuff like that. Just more aggressive skiing in general. That fir is really going to hold up well to those applications. And then we get their carbon boost braid in this ski. So pretty much all of K2 skis are wrapped in a triaxial fiberglass, which uses a lot of epoxy. So epoxy can kind of weigh a ski down a little bit. But what they do to make up for that is they put longitudinal carbon stringers in that, which boosts the stiffness and pop of the ski without adding a whole lot of weight. So it's kind of balancing out the weight of the fiberglass with the energy of carbon. Works really well in a ski like this where you do have to kind of load it up to get that pop. So carving off the lip of a jump or something like that, really helpful to have that extra energy due to the carbon laminates, carbon stringers in there with that fiberglass. You know, in this 184, it does kind of add to the weight. You know, we do see over 2,000 grams at 2,000, bouncing here, 2,095 grams, so almost 2,100 grams for a twin tip. But given the shape and the profile, it doesn't feel like it's weighted down in the ends. And we've seen a lot of progression towards more tapered skis in the park lately, and Poacher was kind of ahead of its time in that regard, kind of implementing a lower profile splay, a more dramatic taper shape to it, and that kind of gives the ski a smoother overall feel. So not only helps with entry and exit of jumps and landings, but from an all mountain or free ride perspective helps with flotation and just overall ski smoothness. So pretty good stuff here. Poacher generates a 19-meter turn radius in this 184, so pretty long. We do have that nice positive camber underfoot, not quite as much as we saw in the Sight, the 88mm twin tip from K2. And this one definitely has that more modern geometry to it in terms of rocker and taper. So longer, lower rocker, pretty average splay, and then more of that tapered shape. So anytime you're seeing the sharper point at the top of the ski, that's just going to give it more smoothness. And then the tapered aspect of it here just allows you to, you know, carve into jumps and hit those bigger features without fear of it being too hooky or too grabby. And then that goes into the tail as well. Tail's pretty tapered. You know, the widest part kind of sits well back in here. For soft snow and stuff like that, that works well as having this tail act as kind of a rudder, allowing you to steer and direct your way down through softer snow. And then again, that rounder tail shape, really helps with getting the ski just a smoother overall feel. And then similar rocker in the tail as well. So great option for, you know, for your competitive park skier. If you're up to the Olympic X Games level, no problems there in terms of overall performance. And then if you're on the other end, just kind of an all mountain skier looking for a fun twin tip that'll hold up and that's sturdy and that just kind of feels like it has some substance to it without being overly demanding, I think Poacher is a great choice for that as well. So make sure you check this thing out here at Skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.